What's up guys, Jerome here from the Bonsai Supply, and today I'm going to show you how to air layer. Fine. So this is a tropical tree. It's a Nia buxifolia, which is from Puerto Rico. It's actually a really cool tree because it has very small leaves naturally. It has small yellow flowers and little red berries. So I have a really nice established canopy already down here, and I have a very thick trunk. But then this part up here, on top of the tree here, this today is kind of useless. So I could either go ahead and cut it off, or since I know that Nias take a really long time to thicken up, so I know that this is a really old piece up here, that I could actually air layer this. So what is an air layer? Air layering means that we can remove about a band width of bark and scratch down to the cambium, apply some rooting hormones, wrap that in moss, and then wait about 10 weeks, give or take, and then this will start to root. So we can cut this top off, and now we have two trees instead of just one tree. And this technique is really one of my favorite techniques to acquire good bonsai material, because you can get it from anywhere. A big tree that has been grown in the ground, you see some branches with movement, you can go ahead and air layer those pieces and then turn them into a bonsai. Alright, so here are a few essential tools that you need to be able to air layer. One of them is a rooting hormone. You can literally use anything. You can use a gel or a powder. This just happened to be a powder. We need a little brush to paint the powder onto the cut surface. We need some sharp blades. I like to use a wood chisel to carve the perimeter and scratch down to the cambium. But you can also use a carpet knife or any sharp knife to do that. I just like to use this one. You need some sphagnum moss, or sheet moss also works really well. This is the orchid type, if I'm not wrong. You can really use any type of moss. You want to use some water and soak the moss in the water for about a good 5 to 10 minutes before applying it. You need some disposable gloves when you work with moss. Then we also are going to use some clear wrap to wrap the moss in and hold it in place. And then we have some aluminum wire just to tie the moss package in place so that it doesn't fall apart over time. Alright, so the first step is I have to clean up this area here to see how far I want to go down with the air layer. So this is about good. So I could air layer the tree a little higher up and then use this as a deadwood feature, but today I'm going to air layer right across here. And so when I cut it off, I have this nice canopy here. So what I can do is you want to cut a band around the entire trunk, and this is about an inch. So I cut it here and here, and this is about an inch width. That's about all you need to air layer. So you want to make sure that you scratch all the way down to the cambium, which is this white part right here, which is the layer right under the bark. So if you use a powder instead of a gel, I would just have the brush a little wet so that you can make like a little paste out of the powder, and then you just brush this right on the tree. Take some of the moss out of the water, and then we'll just squeeze off all of the excess water. So you want to make sure that the wire at the bottom that's not too tight. This is just to hold the clear wrap in place. So you can also use aluminum foil to wrap this little package. I like to use clear wrap foil so that you can actually see when the roots start to grow. So the same on top here. I just use this wire to keep this in place, but I don't actually like tighten it like I would when I tie down a tree. And then I use my my little poker, and I just make some holes into the plastic so that this plastic can breathe. So every day when I'm going to water this tree, I'm going to water this canopy too, so that the water can trickle down into this package and make sure that the moss stays moist. And then in about 10 weeks from today, this whole little package will be filled with a ton of roots, and then I can go ahead and cut this top tree off. And then what's cool about air layering is once you have this package filled with roots, you can actually take the roots and spread them out like that, and then that will give you a much nicer root spread than if you collect the tree, because that's mostly what lacks when you collect the tree, the root spread, right? Because it's uneven, more natural, right? But on an air layer, you can fan it out to make it look more even, and then start the training process of the root base from there, versus having to go in and graft some of the roots. But either way, it's okay. I think it would be a waste to cut this top tree off, so that's why I air layered it, and then I'm going to have 2 trees. Alright, so this was it. This was the basic air layering for beginners. I hope you enjoyed it, and it's very easy, as you can see. All you now have to do is wait about 10 weeks, and I'll catch you guys next time.
All right.